Keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter. Keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm not gonna wake up. What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. Like you already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint, you got a free pass. Oh, try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games? No, there's no denying what we want. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and cares if you might miss it? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hey everyone, welcome to Mentoring with Sally. We have a really great day planned for you where I'm going to show you how you can 10x your business this year. So let me know in the chat if you want to 10x your business. If you're wondering how, I have a really simple method. We're going to keep it super simple today and share with you a strategy that you can start to implement so that you can stop struggling to grow your business. And wait, I've even created a template for you so you can see where you need to improve as well. So if you would like the template that goes with today's lesson, then you just put 10x in the comments and we'll get back to you with the template as well. So guys, let me know, are you somebody who struggles to figure out where it is you're supposed to be on social, or how are you supposed to nurture your leads? I mean, all of these things are going to affect your bottom line if you don't have a plan, right? Now, for those who don't yet know me, I'm Sally Sparks Cousins. I'm the founder of the Sparkle Class Academy and the creator of the Freedom Funnel Formula. And today is what we call Monday Mentoring. Oh, no, I did it again. We changed the name. Oh my God, I swear to God, I don't know how many weeks or months it's been called Mentoring with Sally, but I still call it Monday Mentoring. All right, so this is how we roll, baby. I come in here every single week, unless it's a public holiday or I'm sick, on a Monday, and I teach you a little something that's going to help you to grow and scale to 6 and 7 figures using sales and marketing strategies. Now, you've got to be a coach, a consultant, or a course creator to be able to use our strategies. But if you're one of those people and you're ready to grow your business, then this is the perfect place for you. You're in the right place. And I can see we've got a few people jumping on in now. Let me know. We love to welcome new people into the community. So put new in the chat if you're brand new here inside of the Sparkle world, or you know what to do if you're a sparkler, right? You put a purple heart and a sparkle, or a sparkle and then a purple heart, because it means sparkle love. Oh, Sheridan, have not seen you in for ages, like a really long time. Yeah. Awesome. And if you have only a Facebook user, I don't know who you are. So up above the video, there should be a button you can click on. So inside of Restream, we can actually see who you are. And this Facebook user definitely wants help as well. Awesome. Well, that's what we're here for, to give you help today. Now, after the end of the teaching segment, then we actually head to the VIP rooms. So VIPs, turn your cameras on for those who want to. Now, inside of the VIP room, we do some live Q&A. Here they are. Some of them like to jump in. Oh, sparkle hands. Some of them like to jump in at the end of the teaching segment so that they can enjoy the live stream and they chat in the chat box with all of you guys that are putting Facebook user. Now, those that had previously registered, I got a brand new computer. Yay me! Which means if you had previously, and I used to be able to see your name, I can't anymore, and you do have to click that link to allow Restream for me to see your picture, like Sheridan, just like that. Awesome. Now, if you want the template for today, make sure you put the word 10x in the chat box. And then after we go and we do a little bit of Ask a Sally, and you can certainly also ask questions as well. So drop a Q in the chat box as we're also working along, and I'll come across and answer any of you guys out on the live stream as well. All right. But today, first off, we're going to do our teaching content, then some sort of key takeaways. So make sure you write notes. Don't turn up to one of these without a pen and paper. And then we'll head to the VIP room, do some live Q&A. And then after that, we go dark. The dark side of the sparkle moon. We go and we continue to work with our VIPs for another hour where they get me to dig into their funnels, their copy, messaging, offers, and we help them to improve those strategies as well. But today's content is all about how to 10x your revenue. So let's get stuck into what we're all about today. Now, also, it looks like my new computer is not hiding the comments. Yes, excellent. I have to fix that. Let me see if I can. Is there a thing? There should be a thing that says make comments disappear in like a few seconds, but it doesn't look like it's doing it. New computer. Oh, well. You're welcome. I'm glad. Taking notes. Here we go. If you're somebody who struggles to figure out how to grow your business, how to scale your business, well, in this lesson, we're going to talk about how you can 10x your business this year just by making a few simple tweaks to your business by measuring some numbers and improving on the strategies that you're currently using. So if you've been struggling to figure out what to do and where to go, I'm going to share with you the 5 major levers that you can pull in your business that are really going to give you that traction and the scalability that you're probably looking for. And then also I'm going to share with you the 4 main pillars that we use for powerful positioning. So I've even today created a PowerPoint presentation. So let's go on over and check it out. So what I want you to start to think about when you're starting to really think about how you're going to 10x your business, you need to identify the opportunities that you have within your business. What are you going to focus on? Now, let me know in the comments, why do you believe you're not growing? What are some reasons why? Now, don't be shy. Put in the chat box for me. What are some of the reasons why your business isn't growing? I'm sure some of you are thinking, maybe it's you. I can tell you, it's not you. It's probably a lever that you haven't pulled, but you're probably saying, why not me? You're looking at all the other people out there that are in a similar industry as you, and they are struggling. They're doing good, but you're struggling. So let me know, why is it that you want to grow your business? All right, so we've got some comments coming in here. Don't be shy, guys. So somebody says they're not sure if they have the right messaging. Love that. You must be a student. Struggling with making connections with people. Mindset. All right, so let me share some other things that I see people doing when it comes to why they believe that their business isn't struggling. And these are a lot of common answers. Now, feel free to keep dropping them in, but some of them are, I'm just too busy. I'm wearing way too many hats. How can I even start to scale and grow my business? I'm already time poor, right? Who's that person? Or lack of money. Right? You're like, I don't have any money. How am I supposed to run ads or invest in marketing if I don't have any money to put into marketing? Or maybe what you've really looking for is staff, and you don't have enough staff to achieve what it is that you want to get done in a day. Or maybe the things that you've been doing are just not working anymore. Or maybe you're someone who's just like, well, this whole marketing thing, it's just like some kind of voodoo science. I've got no idea what to do with it. Or maybe you've got that feeling of, I'm just not smart enough to figure this out. Or maybe imposter syndrome sneaks in. So from some of those, which ones of those stand out to you? Which ones are you thinking, I've tried everything, or it was working, but now it's not. Or I'm just too goddamn busy. How am I supposed to grow if I can't even get the day-to-day done? You see, ultimately, these are lots of things. We've got too many hats. Yep, too many hats. But can I tell you, ultimately, the reason why is fear. Ultimately, it is fear that is holding you back from scaling and growing. Fear of failure. If you're worried that if you fail, you might look silly. People might say, I told you so. I told you so. You couldn't do it. I told you to go and get a real job. Or, as entrepreneurs, we're out on a limb. Our family and our friends, they think we're nuts. They think we're cuckoo crazy. Go get a real job. Who's heard that one before, right? Yes. And the other fear is fear of success. You see, yes, we've got one here. Somebody said fear of success. You see, what happens if it works? Then you're going to have to actually do the work. You're going to have to follow through. So that's going to be more work and more time if you become successful. So some people fear that, actually becoming successful. But can I tell you that there's a deeper fear behind all of this? Things like fear that people won't buy your offer. Maybe you've put everything into this offer and you're worried that people are just not going to like it. Or if they don't like it, what does it say about you? I mean, I know a lot of you think your offer, that product, the service that you offer, you've created it. It's your baby. It's perfect. It's amazing. It's beautiful. You have blood, sweat, tears, screaming, blood everywhere, and you've produced this amazing, beautiful baby. But what if other people look at it and go, ugly baby, right? As business owners, we are innately creative. We're artists. What we create, tell me if I'm wrong, what you've created, has it come from your soul? What you've created, whatever product, it has come from your soul. It's your baby. And if you get rejected, it's not you, but you feel that it's you. It feels like it's a rejection of you. But really, it's just your business. But there's this deep-seated sense of personal rejection if people don't buy your offer. And you see what business owners tend to do. I mean, you're an expert at your thing, right? Tell me what it is that you do in the comments below. Tell me, what is it that you do? You're an expert at your craft, whatever craft it may be. And you, marketing is probably not your strongest suit, right? Something maybe you've struggled with, and you are an expert at what it is that you do. So do you know what most of us end up doing? What we end up doing is, because you're not an expert at marketing, you think, what about if I just throw a heap of money at it? I'll buy another course. I'll hire another coach. I'll hire a staff member to do it all. And we hire, or we buy a course, or we hire another coach, and we say, you just do it. You know? And it's rough, because what happens is you're just trying to buy your way out of something and you're not even delegating it properly. You see, you can't just hire a salesperson and say, go get sales. Be nice, but you can't just do that. You've got to give them scripts. You've got to give them leads. You've got to give them metrics to hit. Very rarely do entrepreneurs actually do good metrics. They don't measure their marketing. They just cross their fingers and they hope that the leads are going to be given to us if we just throw money at it. because we're scared. We're scared to look at it in the face and try to figure it out. So we just throw it at somebody else, bit of money, make it go away. So you see, those that are part of our current challenge, my big goal for you, if you're not there, it's thefreedomfunnelacademy.com. My big goal here is I want you to get over this fear. And I really want you to start to think about the simple fundamentals of marketing. It's really not crazy science voodoo. It's not all of that crazy. Now, I don't want you to become an expert, but you need to understand the fundamentals. You need to be clear so that you can clear away all of the fear that surrounds it, and you can get going on more important things like scaling and growing your business. And can I tell you that you have everything it takes. You see, the people that you see that are doing better than you are, they're not smarter than you. They don't have more time than you. They have the same amount of 24 hours in a day. They don't have, you may use the excuse of more budget, but honestly, I've seen people get scrappy with $0 in their bank account and still make it work. So it's not money. And it can't be because you have a lack of staff, because again, I've seen solo entrepreneurs get to 6 and 7 figures. So all of these excuses, time, money, hats, all the things, they're no longer excuses. Can you say that? These are no longer going to be excuses. You see, what these people have that you're not doing yet is they have a clear understanding of the marketing and sales fundamentals. So they can then take everything and they can 3x it, 5x it, 10x their business. Isn't that what you want? I love it. No more excuses. No more excuses. Yes, fear man, the big invasive beast, but ultimately we can look the beast in the eye and say, bye-bye. I love it. Yes, you can. Good morning, Jackie. Awesome. All right, guys. So let's now talk about how a lot of you are probably overcomplicating things. You see, what happens is we tend to listen to others way too much. We go and buy a copywriting course. We go and buy, I've got to be on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all of the things. But when we bring it down to it, you just need to align what your business model is to your conversion model. You see, the truth of the matter is the shortest path from A to B, from them knowing you to buying your product, the thing that's going to be the winning strategy is literally a straight line. It's making it as simple as possible and focus on that one thing and dialing it in. When we look at all the other strategies floating around and the million different courses, let me know in the chat box, how many courses have you purchased? Are you a course junkie? I am, but I do it for research purposes because I'm a marketer, right? So I buy lots of courses. Like it is that, so I want to learn as much as I can about marketing and sales. In your business, in your area of expertise, I'm sure you've bought lots and lots and lots of courses for the thing that you're really good at. But if you just keep buying course after course after course in marketing, you're not an expert at it and you're trying to piece things together in the wrong order. And what ends up happening is rather than a straight line, you end up with all of this. Chasing your tail, wasting so much time trying to figure it out. You see, even some of the people, like the marketers that you buy, like if you go and outsource somebody to build you a marketing funnel, even they can sometimes make it way too complicated because they want to make it feel like you've got value for money. So they've got decision diamonds and tags and things flying off in all different directions. It doesn't need to be complicated. What most people do is they just don't follow the basics. There is basically 5 levers in your business that you can pull that will give you movement, growth, and scalability. There's lots of fluff that you can be doing, but let's get clear. There's only five ways to grow your business, and you need to choose which lever you're going to focus on and pull. So the first one is you need to increase your traffic. So if you don't have enough people coming to you, you need to think about your top of the funnel. So this could be in lots of different versions, right? It depends on what your marketing strategy is. So if you had a bricks and mortar store, it would be, how can I get more people to walk into my store? If you run a podcast, how can I get more people to listen to my podcast? If you're running a live event, how many bums in seats? How can I get those bums in seats so that you can pitch from stage? So that's one, your traffic source. The second one is you need to increase your leads. Okay, so after they put their bums in the seats, how many of these are actually going, they've read the flyer, how many of those are actually going to walk in and sit down and watch your thing or listen to your podcast? Then, of course, you need to increase your sales. Once your traffic flows up, your leads are up, your sales will go up. Or how can you improve your sales processes? And also you can increase the price of your product. I mean, that's one of the most easiest ways to increase your revenue, is just up the price. And finally, increase the lifetime value of the customer. So that's like, how can we get them to buy more things? How do we get them to hang around more? It's much easier to sell to a customer than it is to sell to somebody who doesn't know you. It's cheaper to sell to a customer because you don't have to go out there and get new leads. So 5 ways: increase traffic, increase leads, increase sales, increase your price, and extend the customer's lifetime value by upselling and putting them into continuity programs. So let me share with you a little bit of math, shall we? You know I love me some sexy numbers, baby. So I've created a template. Now, everybody who wants access to this template, you just need to put the word 10x in the chat box, and I will make sure that we DM you, and myself or one of my team will send you a link, okay? So here we go. I'm going to head over to the spreadsheet. Here we are. All right, so you have, let's just say you have 10,000 people, okay, that view your landing page or your offer. And let's say, let's be super, maybe you're converting at 5%, okay? You're converting at 5%, which means 500 people actually give you their information. They become, rather than just traffic, now they're a lead. And then your conversion rate, let's just say it's 5% to convert, which means you've got 25 sales, and let's say you've got a $1,000 product. So based on that, you would have $25,000 in sales. Now, how can we 10x it? You would think, oh, okay, this is hard. I've got to 10x my traffic. I've got to 10x my conversion rate. I've got to 10x my capture rate. I've got to 10x my sales to be able to 10x my revenue. But here's the thing, you don't. All you need to do is pick and choose which levers you want to pull just a little bit and get better at. Rather than trying to fix everything, just pull the lever slightly to get better at it. So if we think about, if we just increase our traffic by only 2%, right? That means we've 2x'd it, so we've doubled it, our traffic. And let's say we 2x our conversion rate, which means we've now gone from 5% to 10% conversion. We get our messaging better. We make sure that our videos are on point. We do all the things to up it to just 2x. Not a lot, just 2x it. Then our conversion rate, let's say we only up that, we get better at selling, and we just increase it by 1.5%. Gives us 150 sales. And let's say we 1.5x we put our price up. Just by these tiny, tiny little lever pulls, you can actually 10x your revenue. How amazing, right? When you find the right levers to pull and you focus in on honing in the numbers, you can easily 10x your revenue if you choose that one thing and you dial it in. So let me talk to you a little bit more about this. You see, who's found that super helpful? Let me know in the chat. Have you found that super helpful? That if we are to 10x everything, we don't have to 10x everything. We just need to pull the levers just a little bit. You finding that super helpful? Yes? Lots of yeses. This is amazing. Yes. Awesome. Very helpful. Love it. So, you would think, this is easy, right? The numbers, they make sense. Easy. Simple. But simple, it doesn't always mean easy. This is why business is hard. Failure is a result of lack of growth, right? If your business isn't growing, then as a business owner, your business cannot be successful. But the failure happens when the business owner just goes, huh, and they just try to buy their way out of something, or they don't put the right systems and processes in place. And this is what I hear all the time. I'm not confident at running ads. It feels too risky to put money towards ads to increase my traffic, right? Or maybe you're like, well, the stuff that I'm doing was working, but it's just not working now, and I don't know why. So you're not getting people to say yes. Or maybe you're looking for partners to help promote your stuff, and your partners are not doing it and promoting your things. You see, all of these things come down to one thing. Because if you're not confident in your marketing funnel, then you get scared of running ads. You get scared of what's working and what's not. Or you get scared to approach your partners because you're not confident in your marketing strategy. And do you know what the one problem is of all of these things? There's only one thing that will fix all of these problems. You think if I just buy one more course, if I just hire one more copywriter, they'll write the most wonderful sales letter and all will be fine. But the thing that will change all of this, all of these results, is messaging. All of these problems are a result of not getting your messaging right. You see, we go back to our messaging a couple of times a year, and our messaging changes as our audience grows and change with us. You see, if you get your messaging clear, this is what's going to happen. You're going to attract more people. You're going to convert more traffic. Your partners are going to be more willing to actually sell your stuff because they're confident and clear what it is that you can help people with. You will then be more confident running ads and putting money towards your traffic because you're super clear on your message. And of course, you'll just sell more stuff. And you'll sell more stuff to existing customers. So getting your messaging right, it will fix all of this. And inside of the upcoming Freedom Funnel, we're going to dig deeper into this. So if you want to, just go thefreedomfunnel.com. But if this sounds familiar to you, don't worry. We're the ones that can help you with that. Because when you're putting your messaging together, I want to share with you the 4 pillars of positioning. Now, I didn't come up with this. There's not very many brand new things up in this head. I just modeled success and learnt from experts. I got this model from a guy called Greg Head, and Tyler Garnes teaches it, and there's so many other people that teach this within the marketing industry. And the 4 pillars, these powerful pillars, are the who. Who are you trying to attract? What is the problem that they need help with solving? What is it that you do to help them solve the problem? And why are you unique compared to all of the other people out there? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go out and look at other people's landing pages and ask yourself, does it cover these 4 pillars? Does it have really powerful messaging? Does it tell you exactly who, the problem they solve, what they do, and what makes them different? So what I want to do with you now is I want you to practice with me. Let's look at the fundamentals of this, and I want you to start to think about this, and we're going to do some practices just on some random products together as well. So for who? Who is that person? What do they call themselves? A coach, a consultant, a course creator. They're the people I attract, right? Who has, what is the problem, right? What is the thing? And your product, unlike, and then you sing out some of your competitors. You know, what is it that your competitors do that you, or don't do, that you do differently, that your product does differently? So for example, for coaches and consultants, you know, who struggle with sales and marketing, unlike other coaches and consultants, my product gives you the complete roadmap all the way from lead attractions to onboarding, upselling, and nurture. You know, it could be a lot of different things. Now, this statement isn't something that you will use all the time, but what it's doing is it's helping you get super crystal clear on your one thing. So let's do a little bit of a practice together here. Who has a Thermomix? I'm a Thermomix person. Get your tippy tap fingers out. All right. So wherever you're watching this right now, even if you're on the replay, I want you to write this for a Thermomix. So whoever knows what a Thermomix is, hopefully you do. My husband actually uses it more than me. It's great for making daiquiris. Does so many more things. Who is the Thermomix for? Right? And what do they use it for? Unlike, what are some of their competitors? Their product does differently. What is it that their product does differently? So give us some examples in there. Come on, get your tippy tap fingers out, because this is us practicing now. And look, you're going to find it's much easier to do it for other people's products than it is to do for your own. I know this. It's even for me. I even hire people to look over my things because it's so much harder for you to do it for yourself because you're in it. But let's practice this skill right now and type it. And come on, VIPs, type it in the chat box. I see you get your tippy tap fingers out. And ask yourself, like really ask yourself, who is it? Don't be shy. I see all of these eyeballs. Like I can see how many people are watching right now. And there's a lot of you. There is a lot of people watching right now. So if you want me to help critique and make you better, and you've already spent this time with me, and those in the VIP room, I expect it from you because you guys are paying for this. So who is it for? Who has what problem that your product, unlike some of the competitors, does differently? So for example, for chefs, for busy mums, for, right? Who has no time to cook. Unlike a blender, my product cooks, does all the things. I'm just trying to make it up for you here. You guys are being super lazy right now. I'm just saying. Come on. So this is the premise of it all, is really honing in on what it is that you do and get that message clear. Now, we're not going to use this, but it's giving you the practice in messaging. And then what I want you to start doing is when you start looking at other people's landing pages, other people's ads, I want you to actually start to ask yourself, have they covered the 4 pillars? Have they called out who do they help? Why do they help them? What makes them different? And, what is the thing that they deliver? Or what about this one here? The DNA. Who is this for? Curious people? People who want to know who they are. So, excellent. We've got somebody coming in back on the other one. So, for people who enjoy food, who have the challenge of chopping ingredients. Love it. Unlike a food processor, my product easily and quickly chops the food. I love it. That's great, right? This one's fabulous, Jackie. So let's go back to our Thermomix. So for time-poor people who have no time to cook or don't know how to cook, unlike a microwave, my product helps you step-by-step follow instructions to cook a meal using one item. It's pretty cool, right? Like you can read the recipes on the front screen. I just saw somebody in America say that they do not have a Thermomix. You don't have a Thermomix. They need to come to America because they're amazing. I'm just saying. All right, another one. Chefs who struggle to get smooth consistency in their sauces and soups. Unlike a blender that just stirs things, my product breaks up all chunks to ensure perfect texture and consistency every time. Awesome. See, there we go. So this is what I want you to do now. When you start looking at other people's websites, so let's do one more together for the DNA ancestry. I've always thought about doing this because I don't really know my family line. Like I know of them, but I don't really know them. And I've been super curious, especially on my mum's side. We've got we know a couple of generations back, but did we go back to the convicts? I don't know. Did we come in from another country? I don't know. But what would you write for this one? For the ancestry DNA? Let us know. All right. So what I want you to do is you guys keep writing for this one. And if you want to learn more, we are running a training starting next week. You just need to go to the freedomfunnelformula.com. Now, if you found this interesting, you wait. We're going to be digging so much deeper. We're going to be looking at your offer. We're going to be looking at the fastest way to get leads. We're also going to be helping you to figure out how to convert those leads into actual buyers and sharing with you the fastest path from cold to sold. You're going to get to meet my team. We're doing live Q&A, and we've got something pretty special in store for you. Not only are we going to be giving you real actionable activities, and for those that have joined us in previous boot camps, you know I'm about GSD, getting shit done, right? We're going to have daily activities. We've got prizes every single day. And not just myself, but my coaches are going to be there as well. And we're going to be doing live coaching. So if you have any questions about your business, about your sales and marketing strategies, come along, because we're also going to be having experts in the room helping you as well. If you haven't yet registered, make sure you head there and get registered. So today was all about messaging. I want you to really start to think about it. Now, it doesn't mean that it can't change. We literally just redid our messaging a couple of months ago. Every so often, I kind of like to throw everything in the bin, do a lot more interviewing, and start all over again. It is something that you're constantly working on, but also I don't want you to not be selling. The only way to also test your messaging is to put it in front of people, because we can guess and guess and guess. But until we actually test and put our message in front of people, it's the only way that you're going to be able to truly know if your messaging is calling out to the right people. So if you're procrastinating on testing, I tell you now, stop it. Okay, stop it. You need to start actually putting it in front of people. Awesome. All right, now it is time for us to go to Ask Sally. So in Ask Sally, if you are out there in the big wide world watching us out on one of the platforms that we're streaming to, all you need to do is put a Q in the chat box so I know that it is something, it is a question. And then also what we will do is we will also come and we're going to head into the VIP room and find their key takeaways first from today's lesson. So let's head on over to the room. Hey. All right, I need to make that go away. Hey, VIPs, turn your cameras on. Come in and share. What is your key takeaway from today? Now, it looks like I may have my sounds doing weird things. Oh, no, it's just Skype. I must have Skype open. I do. All right, so who wants to be the first to share their key takeaway from this morning? I see Deborah's looking bright. How about you, Deborah?
Okay. Well, gosh, a couple of great key takeaways. I think one of the things that when you said that one of the biggest things is fear, and we just got to get it out there. So I've got an email, I've got a landing page, I tested it, it works, but it's not out there.
So sorry.
There you go.
I love that.
Right on.
Yes, that's it. We got to put it in front of people. You built it. You spent all that time. Now let's put it out in front of people. What about you, Sarah? What was the key takeaway from this morning?
Well, I think that for me, I tend to get caught up in the details, so I can't see the forest for the trees. And so your point about keeping things simple and taking a straight line from A to B is something that I have to keep focusing on and trying to keep front of mind as I'm working through my program.
Yeah, definitely. It's so easy to go chase those shiny balls, right? And move away from the 5 things like leads, traffic, sales, right? They're not always the fun things, but they're the things that actually make a business run. Otherwise, it's just a hobby that you're playing around in. What about you, Robin? What's the key takeaway for you?
Just a reminder that small changes can make a significant difference to the bottom line.
Yeah, massive, right? I remember when somebody showed this formula to me and I was like, wow. When I was thinking 10x, I was thinking I got to 10x everything. Nope, just a little lever on each of those. And Karen, I won't ask you to talk, but you can type if you want. You want to talk? It's up to you. I know you're not well.
I'll just do a quick one. For me, I've been so tunnel vision on what I'm doing that this reminded me I need to see what's differentiating me from what other people are doing instead of just focusing on me.
Yeah.
That's
okay. As long as also you don't get stuck in comparison. Yeah. So have a look at what other people do and you'll find with time, all of a sudden, the things that stand out about what you do differently start to come to the forefront. I was never 100% sure about exactly what we do differently. Now we know, right? We do the VOZ. Who loves the VOZ, right? It is different. Has anyone ever been in a program like it before? But for a long time, it was like no student left behind, because I always wanted to make sure that everybody was taken care of. But over time, it was like the thing that the people loved the most was the VOS. And that, like, you will have a lot of things that are the same to your competitors. They're just, I mean, you are the one thing that makes them different. But don't get stuck in comparison, because it is the killer of joy. There is a point where you look at market research for inspiration and ideas, and then you've just sort of got to turn your back, especially if they're doing better than you, and you start getting imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. What am I doing when they're better than me? So don't let that sneak in either. Erin, I wasn't sure how late you came in, but did you get a key takeaway from this morning's lesson if you were watching it out on the live stream?
Yeah, the thing that really stuck out to me was having that tangible transformation and having a time frame in the promise. I thought that was really, really useful, and something, because I feel like mine, especially, I'm shifting gears a little bit here, but was sort of abstract, especially for my target audience.
Yeah.
And so
I got your question up here. I kept it on the screen so I could cover it for you this morning as well. So Erin sent in a question as one of our VIPs, and she said she's been working on her niche, and we've worked together for a while on her niche, but now she's been doing a project that we call message mining inside of our academy, which is it's a whole section. It's nothing we can just teach right here, right now, but she's really niching her niche, and she's asked this question. So she's asked, this is what she thinks her statement is. I help extended nursing mums wean and prepare to breastfeed baby number 2. So my first question is, do they call themselves extended nursing mums?
right, and that was going to be one of my, so I had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
With, okay, who am I actually looking for? And then asking them, because I called myself that, but I'm trying to remember, did I call myself that before I had the education, the lactation education, or did I call myself that after? And I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. So I would think, now I haven't done the message mining, but would they call themselves second-time mums?
Well, not if they haven't had the baby yet.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
is nursing first baby. So I think probably what people say is toddler nursing. I've been playing with it since I met you.
Yeah.
So it's weaning the toddler, the firstborn.
So you want to, yeah, okay. So you want to focus on weaning rather than the second-time mums that are struggling.
Yeah, I think that there's definitely something here, because I think there's just, people get stuck.
Yeah.
Not knowing how to wean.
Yeah.
And one of the motivating factors, the biggest motivating factors, I think, for a lot of women to finally wean is because they are either pregnant or getting ready to become pregnant, and that it's that push that they want to get over it, and they either do it not wrong, but they do it in ways that makes it more challenging.
Yeah.
And I definitely have strategies that can make it easier.
Yeah. Now, does it have to be that they're having a second baby, or just that they're trying to wean?
I guess it could be that they're trying to wean. I think for my purposes, I was thinking for like my Instagram bio, or for, I think, because I also wanted to incorporate like the transition might be the free challenge is the weaning, but then presenting them with the offer of how to transition to breastfeeding with a toddler.
Yeah.
Because it's a different beast than nursing with one.
Yeah, sure. And because I know our last conversation, I know we were hovering around weaning, but you were also talking about targeting the second mums who struggled the first time and now know the pain and are scared because baby number 2's nearly here and they don't want to go through the same heartache as they did last time.
Right, which is, it is a different audience, and I feel much more excited and gravitating to the women who still maybe struggled, but like quote unquote succeeded, right? Like they made it past a certain point and have different struggles. It's different. There's grief in weaning a toddler it feels like you're giving it, or you're having to put distance between yourself and your older child for your newer child.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff that's not talked about that I feel like could be really good and rich.
Look, I want you, I mean, you're going to be in the breastfeeding field, and it's really honing in on which audience, because they are definitely two separate audiences.
Right.
Work out one, I guess, where your happy place is, but also where the money lies too. Okay. Right. So what one is the biggest pain point for them? Poll your audience. You've got a nice audience now. Run some stories and start polling people, because you've already started to grow a list. Where are the people sitting? Where are they most struggling? Right. So because you're still going to teach around breastfeeding, but you want to be known for the one thing. You're the woman who helps with weaning. Just like Victoria, it's low milk supply, right? Even though there's...
I think for often, and I feel much more drawn to that than necessarily helping women who didn't succeed the first time.
There you go.
It's still very valuable and important, but it's also not my experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have such...
And you're somebody who really enjoyed to breastfeed for an extended period of time. You know, it wasn't just the first couple of months and then straight onto the bottle. You wanted to get to sort of toddler stage or...
I didn't want to, but we kind of got there. It wasn't my initial goal. I didn't know how to stop. And it was easier to keep going than to
There
stop.
you go. Yes. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps. Now, you know I listen to my goosebumps. So there's your story, right? Yeah. That's your story that's going to bring them in, and how you were able to do it, because you tried over that amount of time, you tried so many things. So what you want to do then is hone your message around that. Talk about that most of the time. It doesn't mean you don't talk about other things, but that's the thing you speak about most of the time. You know, a lot of the what and the why.
I really talk about it. I just wanted to bounce it off of you before I started that process, or started asking people to message mine, because I wanted to make sure I was interviewing the right people.
Yeah.
You know? And the other reason why I think I'm interested in this, because I do think a lot of people who are following me are currently nursing. And a lot of them are nursing class 1. And so they're in that zone. You know, I don't have people following me that aren't nursing their first child.
Yeah.
They're following me because they're nursing.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. So that's it. Now reach out and find those people who want to wean but are struggling to wean, and do message mining. Okay, so you can find out what their pain points are now. You may find some people that struggled and eventually stopped, and then you can interview them to find out what was the thing, right? Or did they buy a program, and what was the defining factor that made them buy the program? But really reach out, and that will be, you know, in that script we give you to post, really hone in on, you want to wean, but you just don't know how. And at the moment you feel like it's just easier to keep... Right? It's just easier to keep breastfeeding even though you want to stop. Get some of your messaging in, but also because you've done so much work across the whole thing, your messaging, your offer, you can also start to hone in on that, because you've already got the strategies and, you know, a lot of the formula already written. It's just tweaking it now to lean more towards the weaning. And I think you've found a bigger pain point, because before, when you were trying to attract people that hadn't ever breastfed, they weren't in enough pain yet.
Right. I was trying to persuade them that they needed it, and it wasn't happening. Or they would come to me too late. They would come to me at like 37 weeks pregnant out of 40, and that's not enough time to prepare. Yeah. So that was the big struggle with that, is not that I didn't have good content, because people who I did get really liked and appreciated the content. But yeah, it was getting in front of those people in the right time frame. Yeah. Was very difficult. There wasn't the time to build the relationship as there might be now.
Well, that's right. And they're following you because they love all your quirky tips and your reels and all the fun things that you do. And, you know, and weaning will become part of their journey. So they're picking you up right now before they get there. And then, of course, they're going to want to find out more, get them into the challenge, and then you can bring them into a larger program of that transition from weaning to and the next baby, and handling both.
Right. And that's why I also, when you were saying the specific time frame and the transformation is performing from a weaning, through the weaning process.
Yeah.
Or and having the time frame, like in 6 weeks or whatever time frame, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, time frames are great. When there's a benchmark that they know they're going to get to by a certain time, like when the people come into ours, they're launching within, 8 to 12 weeks. They're doing and hopefully getting their first 5-figure launch, and then on to, by the end of the year, consistent 5- and 6-figure launches within 12 months. So it's having those timeframes, that container that you pop them into, that knows that there's a benchmark for them to hit. And, we teach those traction points, So as you work back through the Freedom Funnel Academy, do each of those things again. I tell you, we do them every couple of years. I'll literally just kind of throw them in the bin and just rewrite them anyway, just to make sure that we haven't sort of skewed from our path, which we did at the end of last year, as you all know. And that's why we recently threw it all in the bin and just started again. I'm not saying it's going to be easier this time around, though, because
it will be easier. And I also feel really good about the niching down aspect, because I feel like Instagram, you're supposed to be so one thing. And I've been one thing resting, but still a lot. There's so much there. And the information I've been doing is the very basic beginning. But if my audience has already succeeded in nursing, and for whatever amount of time, they don't need that information. They need how to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see where you go with this one. You've already done amazing things, even though you don't give yourself enough credit. But I am super excited to see where you go with this. Now, VIPs, we're coming back to you in a moment. We're just going to round out for the day, and then we're going to continue doing our goal setting. But for the rest of you guys who are out there, thank you everyone for joining us for Mentoring with Sally. We do this every single Monday in America, Tuesday in Australia. If you want more information about it, and make sure, and hopefully this is the right link. Yes, go to that one down there, and you can see all our live events. You can subscribe to that Google Calendar, and you'll know it'll show up in your own time zone, so that you don't miss any of our live trainings. And if you want to learn more about what it was that we were discussing today, then where is it? This one right here. Go there, thefreedomfunnelformula.com, and come and join us. We're running a 5-day boot camp that we're going to help you to be able to get a lot more clarity so that you can build one sales and marketing funnel, that one path, one sales and marketing funnel that you can dial in. So you're going to choose one thing and you're going to dial it in so that you can scale to 6 and 7 figures in your business. And during the training, we're going to be covering so many good things. If you haven't yet done so, make sure you also talk to Dr. Sparkle. She will have your workbook for you. But we're going to be covering the one winning offer, like how you can design that one premium priced offer that's going to help you scale to 6 and 7 figures. And also we'll look at the one automated client attraction machine. It's a funnel, okay? The machine is just in a funnel. It's a marketing funnel, and it's the highest converting marketing funnel that we've ever run. Now, we've tested lots of different marketing funnels with all the clients, but this is the one that literally gets people from cold to sold the fastest. And then on day 3, we'll be covering the one way to sell. So we're going to help you make a mindset shift when it comes to selling if you struggle to sell, so that you can sell high ticket offers without feeling sleazy, salesy, or gross. We're going to be covering that one. And then on day 4, I'm going to show you the one powerful automated framework that we use with all of our clients. We're going to dig deep on that day. I'm going to give you the formula that will increase your sales by 70%. That's how good it works. And then how you can take everything that we've covered on the final day of day 5 and create one repeatable, scalable strategy, and how to fast track your business growth to 6 and 7 figures. So if you're interested, then you've just got to head there to the Freedom Funnel Academy. We're going to be covering it all with workbooks and games and prizes. I'm bringing all my expert coaches on board, and there'll be lots of bonuses and giveaways. The Sparkle Mail Fairy, she's going to be back doing the mail. I hope she's coming back. Otherwise, my husband said he would be the mail fairy, but he said, I'm not a fairy. But he says he's going to do the mail for me. So all the mail will be going out during the challenge, especially for those that keep saying, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? It's coming. I haven't forgotten. You're on a list. You're welcome, guys. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. As always, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and I will see you all in the challenge or in this session next week.